Palworld is a new open-world monster game with tons of magical creatures, and people can't help but draw the comparison to Pokemon. Pokemon with guns is basically what everyone's calling it right now. Honestly, the designs are very similar, and the PAL we're talking about today, Univolt, looks straight out of Gen 5. So I thought, what would it be like if Univolt were in the next generation of Pokemon? We'll go over the stats, the abilities, and what moves it could have. And you let me know if it would be viable. So, let's get right into it. So let's start with the typing. In Palworld, the PALs all have types, and I believe they got this one right. So Univolt would be a pure electric type, which is perfect since it draws very similar design to Manectric or Mega Manectric, and even Zebstrika, which are both pure electric types. And electric is one of my favorite types in the game. They always have great designs, they're always super strong, super fast, and they only have one weakness, which is super helpful. I can definitely see Univolt being on a gym leader's team and maybe even being their ace. Now let's talk about abilities. Abilities can make or break a Pokemon. Look at Slacking and Regigigas for example. Both have terrible abilities and they can't be used. But sometimes an ability can really enhance a Pokemon. So getting a good ability is important, and I have a few in mind for Univolt that may work. First is Transistor, Regieleki's signature ability, but not anymore. Transistor makes electric type moves 1.3 times the power, which was nerfed from 1.5 in the previous generation. Plus, it works with Palworld lore. Another ability that could work for it is Motor Drive. Motor Drive is a pretty popular ability for electric types, including Electivire. This thing is basically a battery, so if you hit it with an electric type move, it gets a +1 in speed, which can make it a huge threat. Also, it's great for double battles, like if you use Discharge, you can boost up your Pokemon's speed. And lastly, another ability I would give it is Berserker. Now, only two Pokemon have ever gotten Berserker, which are Drampa and Galarian Moltres. So when this thing gets to half HP, it'll raise its special attack by 1. As like a last minute effort not to get captured. Also kind of works with the Palworld lore. Now, the most important of all these are the stats. How does Univolt stack up to the competition? For the total, I was thinking it was going to be around Arcanine with a base stat total of 560. So definitely one of the more stronger Pokemon, up there right near the mythical legendaries as well. For HP, Univolt would sit at 110, being able to absorb some hits, but it's not going to live forever. 110 is right around Emboar and Annihilate. For attack, Univolt can hit if it needs to, but it's not going crazy with its attack power at 65. Most electric types want to be special attacking, and 65 is right around Jolteon and Espeon, who are also good special attackers. Defense is nothing crazy, but combined with its HP stat, it can definitely hold its own for a few turns and survive some hits, with a base stat of 85, putting it right up there with Drampa and Tapu Koko. Special attack, its main attacking power. With only 100 though, it may need some boosts to get the really high damage outputs. 100 puts it right next to Mew or Starmie. Special defense mirrors its defense with an 85, so either way it's going to survive some hits. The only thing you have to worry about is Earth Power, since there are very few special attacking ground type moves, so nothing can really hurt this too much. Lastly is the speed stat. It's a bit of a tanky horse, but it's still a horse. A lightning horse for that matter, so the speed is its best stat. With a speed stat of 115, it is able to outspeed Tornadus and Ogerpon. Most mons in the speed tier aren't this bulky. Possible moves include Electro Ball, Thunderbolt, Wild Charge, Thunder Wave, Thrash, Tri-Attack, and Calm Mind. So, what are your thoughts on Univolt in Pokemon? Do you agree with my choices, or is there some things that you would change? Please let me know your thoughts and ideas down below, and don't forget to leave a like if you found it interesting, and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching. Peace.